And we're back. This is Hambbage, and we're going to do some more hardcore vanilla Minecraft. And I apologize, the very ill-timed washing machine in my background started up again. It had gone silent. I thought the cycle was all over, so apologies. We may have just a little bit of noise here for the first couple moments. Seems to be a bit fitting, though. Anybody watching the end of the last video will also know that the exit got a bit ugly there. I was switching back out of the game menu and went to click on, well, I totally failed, but I was intending to click on thanks and play the little slide, like this one, but it says thanks for watching. And instead, I just decided to push the stop recording button for no reason at all. So, apologies there. It was a little rough. I do appreciate you guys hanging out, and hope you guys are enjoying the video. I'll start it off this time saying, if you guys do enjoy any of the videos, please feel free to leave a like or comment. Let me know if you've got any feedback for me about the world itself, or just things you've enjoyed in the video. I certainly do appreciate that. That's part of why I'm doing all this, is just to kind of have that community involvement. So, yeah, give it a shot if you'd like. Anyway, let's get going here. We spent a good part of the last video just kind of hanging out and chatting. It was late last night for me, real life, and since I wasn't, it was way past my bedtime, basically, but I just had a late, bigger dinner than I normally do and wanted to stay up a little bit, not just try to go straight to bed with that. So, yeah, we just kind of talked about what things we may do, and I think we're pretty well set in here. I don't think we moved anything else back. We grabbed that gold, we put the red sandstone downstairs to cook, but we don't have an immediate rush. So, for anybody who's new to the... Hey, Salty, how you doing? We should go talk to the other animals, too. For anybody who may be new and not familiar with that plan, we're going to head to the Nether. We've got... I'm not even talking to you. What's up, Guava? Yeah, you're looking good today. The plumage, you must have preened a lot. Good work. And then we need to go say hi to S'more. S'more's out here. Checking out his orchid. Matches one of your eyes. Yeah. Oh, you're beautiful. All right. Good cat. So, yeah, we're going to go to the Nether. We've got our coordinates, and I did update, just did the math on those after stream, while I was just setting up the video to upload overnight. So, I've got the converted coordinates, basically the coordinates we talked about last evening. We just divide those by 8 and have done so. And that will do us good. We got this over here. We're not going to need a bed in the Nether, are we? Wink, wink. Alright, let's get that back in the box. We put our fortune pick into the yellow toolbox, so it's ready in the future. If we get out in the world, I guess we can spare away one of those. We didn't quite get everything repaired, but again, in our adventuring today, we will likely get... Don't we have any stone in here? I guess not. Well, we're going to put some stone there, because for now, at least, we want a bunch of cobble. All right, off to the Nether. No more delaying. We kind of had our recovery, reset everything after our flight yesterday, and are now back to work. We want... Whoa, hey. All right, that's why we... Drop a tear. Not in the lava. Oh, tear. All right, that's a good start. Let's get this gunpowder, too. And since we're just getting going, let's take that back and spare a spot. Tears are fantastic, as we've said, due to the tragedy of the green shulker box, we actually want to kind of prioritize respawning the dragon as well. And we'll do that, but first things first. More netherite. We talked through a lot of that, making the. Alright, so down and up. So this is our direction. Again, it's kind of opposite to the way we'd gone in the past, right? We were primarily going east to get to our nether stronghold. Here, we're more or less northwest. I think what we should maybe do is just expand our footing here, just around our little hut here. I think we also had a hole, didn't we? Did we have a hole after our little banner replacement? Yeah, definitely recommend the last video. Check it out. We made a couple more of the banner patterns. We'd gotten the spare enchanted apple, and with that we were able to craft up a thing banner pattern, and thing is what had been the Mojang company logo or corporate logo, and since Microsoft has kind of taken over for that, I guess they have the same Microsoft look thing now that that the rest of the company would there. So there we go. So yeah, the one challenge of our nether walk here is going to be that, wow, excuse me, hiccupy, get that one too, is that neither of them are, or neither of the directions are, well, it's diagonal. How about that? It is truly northwest, and while that's great, it's also kind of pick your direction and go, and then make a turn at some point and follow it back. So we're going to kind of begin the grindy process that we'll use for a highway. And with our netherite and our fire, we're much better off than we would have been, say, if we had to just go looking for a fortress and had to go do these same kind of lava crossings. You know, we've already dealt with lava quite a bit in the lower levels of the nether looking for netherite. So, you know, even if we get dunked and don't have a potion on or anything, we've got enough protection built in that we can get ourselves out of trouble, dust ourselves off, and be pretty good to go. So we can go quite a ways in just a single block path like this. And we'll do that because we'll need to go back and forth, once we encounter more land, we'll need to bring back our surpluses, all the goods that we mine up. Hopefully not too much nether. What is the other one? Not netherite, netherrack. Yeah, we hopefully won't bring too much of that back, but when it comes to like quartz and blackstone and all of those, we've got quite a bit. All right, let's get this out of the way. We know which direction we're going. As we go here, we just kind of want to keep an eye out for any fortresses or bastions or anything that might come our way that we could make good use of. As we talked about kind of at length last evening, withers are going to be a priority, and the fortress that we've already found was fantastic because we got a lot of good. We got the ability to brew potions out of that, and we got our lots of blaze rods. So did quite well there, but it doesn't set up real well for clearing the outer area and making a space to really just kind of do battle with. Primarily, we'd love it if it was exclusively the wither skeletons. It's not for us up there. There'll be a mix of regular skeletons and wither skeletons and all the rest. So, plenty be challenged there. This is so instinctive, but I do kind of like having the 3 wide as I come into or out of the actual rock side. And our base of any of these things long term is going to be 3 wide. That's what we want for ice boats and those kind of pathways. We'll actually be doing the sides and everything, but for now, and this certainly works very well for a floor, because if the gas hit it, it's not going to blow up, it's not going to fall out from under us, and we have a lot of it right now. So here we go back into the world, and again, we've got so far to go. Let's real quick, bear with me just a second here. Let's pull up the coordinates that I calculated. So our destination for our far end portal is going to be negative 1249 on the X, and we're currently at negative 78. So we've got 1100 and change blocks to go there, and then we want to be at negative 737 on the Z. So come back here, and as you can see, we're currently moving on that Z. We're staying pretty flat, so we're going to go most of our almost 800 blocks, over 750 first in this direction. Then we'll turn and head out to the west and see if we can get through pretty easily. So it's a nice big benefit when you're working in kind of, I don't know if transportation is valid, but when you're trying to move about, to travel, this nether, what was a huge, long, endless boat search, and again, the flight back showed it when we go direct, it's not even that bad, but alright, I'm gonna have to make drinking some of this coffee a priority while we dry off here. It's still really hot. Ooh! I brewed up fresh coffee today for those of you guys that were tuned in for the late night video last night. Hi. I stopped by the grocery store on the way home, and among other things, one of the most pressing was getting new coffee. And as I've said in the past, again, we don't need that. I have usually the way that I do home coffee is to get like the grocery store generic kind of cans of coffee, like the the size cans that would be like a Maxwell House or a Folgers or one of those. But yeah, for me, I don't see that much difference when you're at that level of just getting the grocery store generic. And usually I'll get the, kind of the big can, and it's usually like a medium roast, and they have like, a bunch of different varieties. And they're nothing special, but they're just fine. For my taste, they're just fine. They do the job. They get me a hot cup of coffee in the morning, and I enjoy that. And they, if I'm looking for something a little bit fancier, I then get a couple of the pouches of ground coffee that are flavored. So I'll get like a vanilla and a hazelnut, just something to kind of mix in when I'm making coffee. Hi. Oh, did that hurt? Their gold swords do quite a bit of damage, and being in these trenches is never really great. So more so than when we're just going through the deep rock or through the open lava, we want to widen these up, not really leave the soul sand under our feet if we can help it, because slow equals dead and bad. So yeah, made fresh new coffee today, and not too bad. I kind of digging it. I've only had a few sips now, so it's not something I can speak with a ton of conviction about. Oh goodness, excuse me. Oh, I hope that was the washer finally ending its clanking and noises. I did not come up with what other mob we have yet to kill. We've got a bunch, but we were counting them off. I think we have, 9 left? And we came up with 8. So there's one out there that we haven't thought of. But that'll be part of the fun. They, more or less are going to take care of themselves. You're not going to have to... If you just are playing through the rest of the content, you're going to get exposed to all the various hostile mobs, and they'll do their part to being hostile mobs and make sure that you pay attention to them. Oh, you know what? I bet the other one is. Well, no, maybe. I think we did kill a bunch of silverfish, right? While we were in the end room before we ever broke the spawner. I think we kind of hung back in that room. I think that was this world, right? Sometimes it gets a little confusing. So this is what I was talking about, though. I do like to at least have a bit of an edge, and part of it is in case there's any way that things can drop down on you. Now here we seem pretty good, right? But that is definitely something to be aware of and watch for. And so where I can, I'll, eventually it's all going to be the same anyway, but for now at least, just at the edges. And you can do the ones in between. And like I said, we'll have lots of return trips and stuff to fill those in. Oh no. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. We're good. It's twice now. The gravel reaction has been what's almost killed me. Any more? Remember in the ravine, we wanted to get clear quickly and ended up falling as a result of having been under the gravel. But again, at this point, just taking a step into the lava is actually over suffocating in a gravel pile. I'll take the lava, frankly. I think we're pretty well covered there, so let's just go single file here for a bit. So while after getting to bed and sleeping very well, again the birds were up. I think it was about 4 this morning that they woke me up. Thank you, birds. I'm glad to know that you're enjoying the spring weather. But then I decided to watch a couple movies because I thought I was gonna. I really didn't end up going back to sleep at all. But I thought, I can get a few more hours of sleep here. And I watched 2 movies. I started trying to watch. I guess they released a new volume of Death, Love, and Robots, and I kind of anthology science fiction like that. Oh, I'm a big fan of that stuff. So I was excited to watch some of those, but I hadn't at the time. I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever watched Death, Love, and Robots. I really hadn't retained a whole lot of it, I guess, is the fair way to say it. But as it turns out, I had certainly watched some, and as because I went back, and in my Netflix, it showed that they were all viewed. Like it was just viewed. It wanted to put me into volume 2 right away, and I was like, no. I don't even remember these well enough, much less just want to dive back in. And I was pretty sure, once I even started watching, I was like, well, some of those titles and things ring a bell, but others don't at all. So it's probably, like overnight some night, and some are like only 5 minutes, some are like closer to 20. But, I figured I was just kind of dozing or whatever, fell asleep, and then, it missed a few here and there, but they showed up as having been viewed in Netflix. And again, not really a problem. The weird part was it wouldn't just give me an option in that particular series to just go back and consider it like unwatched. Like a lot of times, you get a show like that, and it'll be like, you go into the episodes section, or not the episodes, the seasons up at the top, and just say, hey, I want season 1 again, and it'll just start from the beginning and let you rewatch anything that you've already seen. Well, this didn't, and that was a bit challenging. Surprising. I eventually did it. I just went in, selected each, and reset. So I ended up watching like the first 4 or so of those, and then I was kind of like, well, these are too quick. If I'm gonna fall asleep, it's better to find something that is longer and slow. Maybe has some slower spots. That's the time when I at least will kind of roll over in bed and back out, and then pick it back up if it was good and I was enjoying it, and come back and watch it again. So I had planned to do that, and decided on a show called Oxygen, which I believe is a 2021 on Netflix, and it was just one of the Netflix knows I like sci-fi, so it definitely will try to keep me in the loop there. And after the fact, I didn't even realize at the time that I was watching it, and if it was dubbed, it was dubbed very, very well. But again, the nature of the show or the movie didn't really lend itself to a whole lot of close scrutiny on the languages. But I believe it was French. I believe everybody in it is a French actor or actress. So pretty good though. Sci-fi. A lot of that stuff gets rehashed, and this was very well done in kind of an artistic and intelligent way that wasn't just playing to all the typical stuff. Had a few surprises, and I don't think even at the beginning it's talking about these. So I don't think there's a whole lot of spoiler here. It's largely about a woman who wakes up from kind of a medical coma, and there's alerts going off all over the place, and it says that she's running out of oxygen. And so the whole premise is, how do you figure out how to get this I guess it's like a cryo tank thing, I guess, I don't know, get that working again, or deal with the situation, get out, whatever you got to do to fix it. So it ends up having some good, kind of like secondary level twists that a lot of it is pretty predictable. You can kind of go, but then the hits just kind of keep on coming, and they're intelligently done, not just pandering to bigger trends or anything. So big rousing recommendation if you're into sci-fi at all, kind of suspense, time's running out type drama. Good one. Definitely recommend. I thought it was done very well, and I like the kind of just the creative use. It's when you see it, you'll know it. Very, very small in terms of sets. There's not a lot of huge CGI. Some of that kind of stuff, but not much in the way of effects budget. It's not aliens and lasers and explosions and all that kind of stuff. So kind of refreshing, just enough different to keep things fresh. So here's the first place where we've really had an opportunity to do what I've been talking about in terms of gather up some of the resources that are just so plentiful in the Nether. And I've said, the shulkers and everything, yeah, we're going to have great opportunity to gather those up. We don't need to go out of our way, like for instance here to get blackstone, although I really wish it would go one block deeper. That would be cool, so I could set some chests out. Anyway, so yeah, oxygen. Cool. I was very, very, very entertained by the movie, and thought it was well done. Big recommendation. The other one that I then saw, and this definitely falls outside my typical genres, but it was kind of a top, I don't know. Netflix's top 10 for the country for the week or whatever, however they do that trending stuff. But it was one of those popular titles, and so I decided to check it out. And not true crime at all, but very much like suspense, crime, drama. Maybe not horror movie. It's certainly not slasher type movie, but suspense horror. Now, I don't know if we're on or under a bastion here. We never really saw it, but the fact that it's not, and the fact that there's been some of this gilded here makes me very much wonder if that's not what we're dealing with. We could seal it as we go and just kind of bypass, but I don't know that that's necessarily the best. Kind of tough to see. Had I known, I might have recorded this episode at a different time. Alright, let's go back here. Let's get a little area where we can put some stone. Manage our inventory. Now again, we're going single, but this is actually going to be 3 wide and taller, just like we did for the end portal. When we, get fully completed so that we can travel through it quickly. But to manage all this, let's just expand our footprint here just a bit and get our ender chest out. And then get one of these at least. Okay. We don't need the wood. I mean, these are silly to use up that early. Full black stone. We'll take some of our cobble to use as steps and whatnot. Okay, so now I think the first thing is to define along this edge what's going to be our pathway. Then I think we'll roof above it so that we don't have anybody raining in, and then we'll kind of do an exploration up and to the sides and everything to kind of see what all is in there and make use of the fact that we're going through this. Like I said, this is why a lot of this is going to take some time. We're going to encounter different structures, and frankly, encountering one this early is great. And it's pretty good. I would have expected. There's 2 things. At least historically, if you found one fortress and bastions, not sure if it had changed at this point, but when you used to hunt for fortresses, if you found one and it didn't have the nether wart or it didn't have an internal section, sometimes they just would only spawn the decks and the platforms, and so you wouldn't even get the opportunity. And when that happened, you would just turn north-south and keep heading, because in older versions, the fortresses kind of spawned randomly, but typically along a north-south axis. So if you knew where one was and just headed north or south, you'd eventually have a much better chance of running into others. And it usually worked out. It was a pretty good system. I don't know if it still holds true. I think I've mentioned in the past, I'd looked at something online that was kind of like comparison, just images, but of supposed nether maps that somebody had generated using whatever, and it supposedly showed the incidence of fortresses and strongholds and all the rest of it in the nether in 115 and then 116, I think would have been the two there. So kind of interesting stuff, and it was much more random. There were a lot more of them, but they were much more sporadic as well. It's frustrating hearing those guys and not knowing where they're at. But at least we get a lot of this stuff. Ugh. Alright, far enough to get a few more bits of nether to at least fill a hole. So it's these high holes that I'm most concerned about now. Not letting something just plummet down on our heads. I think at a, come on. How did I place one if you're not going to let me place another? Maybe on this one. Whatever. Seriously. Alright. Fine. So, oh, we got these to do as well. Alright, so here's our little deal. Typically I wouldn't light any of this, but as we go adventuring about, we may get in this area. I think it's just there we want to be. It doesn't really matter. I don't mind, having them just step down into the area is okay. Alright, now we got lots of blackstone. Keep holding on to a bit of these random ones because we'll probably see a lot of those variety of pieces. Now, had we... Pretty sure we did have... Oh, we cut it because we extended the walls, right? Yeah, I don't know how I mean, there was a tree and all, but I don't know how I quite missed that so completely. Now, I typically do not even dare come in these from the bottom. I'm a top down because they can, it's tougher for them to come down up to you to fight, but I also think we're pretty beefy now. And what it said in the previous episode still applies. I don't. I like the lanterns in here. That's cool. I don't know if they respawn once we've killed them. You know, like if we have to worry that we've cleared an area, they're going to bring more back or not. Oh, there's some. Okay. Get our bearings. We're a little more equipped to handle now than we've been in the past. But that doesn't mean we want to get sloppy, because the axe dudes, and we haven't seen any of them yet, they're mean. They'll mess us up. Tell you. Oh. Alright, we found a top. Much bigger in other parts though, so this is just kind of a lower section, I guess. Okay, well, I don't like that noise. Whoa. Alright, whatever. We've got pig step already. I don't think there's any. Well, we'll take those two. It's because we got shulkers back. Now, sounds like conflict, right? I don't think I'm involved. Who's fighting who? What's going on? Is there a ruckus? I don't know. But I think we're decently done with this side. Let's maybe just go. I think we've come down quite a ways. Let's go straight through. Oh. So many pigs all in my ear. What? Huh. Well, that's some light. Now, these can be internal features. I don't know how far back those lavas go. Apparently not very. Wonder how tall these lava towers are. I mean, are they like coming all the way from the top of this thing? How many bad ideas can I pursue here? Does that do anything on that side? Don't really know this layout at all, guys, so I'm kinda just picking my way. With a feeling that there's going to be a lot more of those. But maybe this is the level. That if it was on one side, maybe it will be on another. Or not. Alright, how do we get up here? Okay, that's all still going down. So that's pretty good. Don't think we're to a real good place yet. Once upon a time, there were a lot of pigs. But this is alright. Take you. At least get a shot in on you. Okay. I'd love to hang out on my perch up here. Okay, that would at least let me leap back. There were some angry pig sounds. I wonder what happened to them. Let's... Okay. Oh. Interesting. No pigs, though. Wait, is that... No, I came in through here. Right here. Alright, I think we want to get that dealt with on the soonish side, if we can. Okay, well, no guarantees I make it back to the topic, but so yeah, I don't even know how I got. The other movie that I watched was Clove Hitch. What was the name of it? Like I said, it was kind of suspense thriller, but kind of crime and just honestly just creepy. It was not exactly my cup of tea. I thought it was pretty good, but too much of that stuff just makes me like, oh man, I think there's, for me at least, there's so much negative in the world. I don't necessarily like to go out of my way to celebrate the creepy when glad that was one of the axe dudes. Glad to get him killed with my bow. Very happy to do that. And particularly since, oh, look at over there. Those are the features of some of these remnants that make them really appealing despite the danger. But I think we're somewhere right in the middle of it. Like we're back all the way back across to the other edge that way and then down, but I don't think we'd come up this far, so some of that is just like a weird little tendril, but stacks of gold blocks. Don't care about the gold armor, we'll take those, and a lodestone. We talked about getting those. Very good. I don't see anything to drop right at the moment. It's still going down. It looks like new flow, maybe. Okay. Before we deal with the lava, is this all safe and secure? Nope. Is you done? What we got over here? Oh, heard a lot. Anytime you hear a lot, be ready. Now, some of that could just be the surrounding area having piglins as well. Okay. Definitely want to get over to the stacks of gold blocks. Oh, chest. Way around here. Maybe we start taking some just to stack them up and see. I don't know. Soul speed 1. I don't know if you can get them in bigger denominations or not, but hold the 1 for now. Alright, now, yeah, there's a pretty good drop down the middle there, right? But let's go to here. And if we put them there, that should get us back. Hopefully, okay. I guess we found one of these sources. You can see that was kind of what we were up against from the other side. Maybe that's our hole down there that we'd poked in on. Cook, piggy. But what I was kind of hoping to do was see what lay between us and over there. Quite a bit at the moment. I think we need to get down to that middle area. I hear a bow being drawn. I don't see it yet. Lots of lodestones. Or no, yeah, I think those are all. Check. Oh, no, so that must be basalt. Well, we've got basalt. What is that? Now what don't we care about? Polished basalt. Okay. I don't think we care about that too terribly much. Watch out for holes. I think we fell said it and then I almost walked right off the edge. I think we almost, or did fall in the remnant back closer to home. I don't know what those, that must be like just some shaped form of blackstone. Alright. I don't think I care about that. Definitely care about these though. Seriously? The heck is wrong with you guys? Like, I didn't come up here to just throw away a bunch of gold blocks. There. Okay. Maybe 15. That seems good. Okay. Kind of in and out. I think, we're way back over there, and our path has got to be somewhere in the middle here. But while we're up here, this may save a little bit of trouble down the road. And if it can do that, gladly invest a bit now. Okay. Back into the center area. There's trouble over there. Don't mind watching them fall at all. Also don't mind if some of their XP lingers. So do we leave it or do we clear it when it comes to lava? Maybe we bucket it all? And when I say bucket, like, just cap it against the walls? I don't even know if this will work, but let's try. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's that swing sound. I don't know even know if that's the right thing to call it, but alright, that seems like it could work. Cross a bunch of these. Try that. Nope, not enough there yet. Have that. Cap there. How do I get... Okay, that should work. Now I've just got to get around... Ooh. Cooked piggy. Oh, that's a mess back in there. Ooh. Hold on. Don't come down on my head. Good. Alright, so that helps. Now we can probably get back around the side of that once this goes down a little bit more. Oh. Thought you were better than this, lava. Nope. Not what I exactly wanted on that one either. Just gonna make that real tough to get into. Maybe that will do it. Yeah, there we go. There's that side. And oh! Okay. Less than ideal. If you're gonna fall into lava, do it with grace. Okay. Does that get this whole side done? I think it does. Everything's gonna slowly trickle down. So now, we just have to do this a lot more smoothly on the other side. With the sounds of more hostile mobs. Alright, where did we start last time? Maybe we can do better in these if we just do that. Seemed to work on that one. No guarantee it's going to do anything on any of the others here, but... Okay. Much more smooth. Except for these two that stick out more. But I can still do that, that, that. Part of it, at least. Then maybe just that and that. Then there was one. And a lot of pigs somewhere. to get a lot darker in here now, though. That's still our potential way back. We seem to have a lot more just standing source pools of lava down here, too. Ooh, okay, that's a hole now discovered. Seems to be lowering those. Okay, we got a step there. That was the one we needed. We see a road down there? Maybe just a little bit. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we still got our bearings. That's good. See if that will keep any of those contained. Did I do something? I know at least the zombie pig men are immune to fire. Okay, well this is where we came down. Let's just keep plugging our way deeper here. I do think at the bottom, in the middle of all these lava things, you know, it's like any other dungeon. You kind of have to pay your dues to get in, right? But if you can get to the special spot, whatever they've set up in there, then you get the rewards. And in this case, I think some more netherite, maybe some. Some more chests. Be cool. Not as worried about things dropping on my head anymore. Plop. It's the plops I worry about. Wait. Oh, he's the guy. He's the guy. Whoo! That was the plop. We heard the plop. Alright, let's... Tactical retreat. So we got more somewhere. So this kind of seems like where we just were, right? It's down this way. Hey, I recognize that cobblestone. Oh. Pigman, you almost got wrecked. Just by association. Okay, now can we get back? Still something in here somewhere. I just realized. Those are the carved blackstone, but it's the banner pattern. Now I get it. Fitting that I'm taking a sip of coffee now. It's already getting a little lukewarm. I've been deprioritizing. Well, I was hoping for more of the kind of like gold block craziness that we'd seen. We didn't get that. We got a few odds and ends on the gold. I mean, 15 gold blocks. Let's not pretend that's not awesome. Again, I think we can come back and kind of strip these down eventually, but let's see if up in this kind of what maybe a middle tier we can find any rooms, but I doubt it. This kind of seems like it's going to be up over the top of what we set up, right? No, let's see stairs. And then we're back. Wait, that's where we came up? Okay. Did we go back down this way at all? This may just... Oh, there's a pig. Thought that was our... Uh-oh. Kinda thought that was the way back. Can always do this one, I think. Geronimo! Well, that was kind of fun. Diverting as it was, I don't know how really profitable some of this stuff is, but it's nice we haven't had any of it. there it is. I was like, what happened to the lodestone? We got, there's so many varieties. That's kind of one of my lesser preferred things in that environment. But I think we've maybe safened it up a bit, and that's technical. Safening. Oh! Hey! Jeez. Come on. Oh, I gotta get just back to a place where I can fight you. Come on! I have a feeling it's pretty safe. We pretty much cleared it all out, right? No. Trying to make me forget my ender chest. So I think as a part of this exercise, we will just go ahead and make sure we are fully roofed here. So that just wouldn't happen. What just happened doesn't happen again. Okay. This was the section where I was trying to jump up and place everything. I'm getting frustrated why it wouldn't work. Yeah. Alrighty. Why that looks so goofy. The hole shouldn't be a problem. Alright, well that's a big improvement. While we're here, sorry about the mic noise there. Let's go see if we can top off the box I just threw away. Any of you guys go in, then we'll start the other. That I had some of, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, while we're here and have already been this delayed, let's check the time one more time here. 1:25. Not too bad. So let's just fully extend and kind of button up our pathway here through this remnant. was fun though. I don't think I've probably explored a more open and exposed remnant like that once, and you know, it was cautious and where I could kind of like approach from multiple outsides and kind of set up to the top and then work down, which we eventually kind of accomplished anyway. But we going upwards like that was kind of fun. Obviously, the second encounter with the piglin brutes, the axe guys, was much more dangerous than the first. Now, we had golden apples that we didn't have to eat. We didn't even get down to full heights, and hearts, and we've got a totem. But you know, it was. He dropped. I wasn't sure where. He got 2 shots in on me, and I had to kind of just use my sword as opposed to being able to hit him with the bow, which is frankly what I would have preferred to get him with, I think. So, hey, you know, we survived. We got good experience. All that. I can't believe I didn't know that those carved blackstone blocks were pig snouts. I always thought they kind of, you know, I figured it was just decorative, but I kind of figured they always were like electrical sockets. They look like the U.S. style electrical socket with the 2 little vertical slits in the middle of a kind of an oval like that. But now, having worked at the banner, now I get it. So, as we're kind of wrapping up here, we'll just do an extended cover at our desired height through some of the general proximity as well. Better to be thorough in a case like this. Still got a few more trims to do, but the ceiling patching shouldn't take as long as it did on some of these others, which is nice. Hi. While we're doing that, we can, a whole pack of them. And I think those are kind of coming from the outside. Those are just the packs of piglins. And they will spawn in packs out just in the wilds, so definitely can be a bit of a nuisance. Oh, see, there's another one. Heard him. Alright. Thought I had something to talk about, but then checking these and getting popped by the piglin was a little unprecedented. But yeah, I think we'll try to finish up here. Maybe frame that off just a bit. And then I think we'll walk our back trail, go unload our gear. Well, I don't know. Yeah, how much cobble do we have? quite a bit. Let's push on. Since we're here, right? I definitely won't mind running, running back. Oh, that's the other thing. I have no idea how. 457, so we're getting there. We want to get to 737. So we are, even with all that, already half the way done. So maybe we'll get to the turn at least in today's episode. Or this episode, that would be a good bit of progress, right? Now, I'm just in the habit of using cobble on some of these enclosed areas. Nether's just fine, right? It's really for the ghast. If ghast fireballs come through, I don't want to have to go back and replace a lot of stuff. Tough to get the momentum built. And you do begin to appreciate the netherite strips down low where there's not all this magma block stuff when you can just go for, yeah, you still hit lava pockets and pools and all that kind of stuff, but you don't get those little burn the feet areas. Getting close. I think this pick's gonna get us there. Oh. I think the pick still will, but spoke too soon on the close. I guess that's like anything, though. The closer you get to being done, the harder you're gonna get the last challenges, right? Alright, so break coordinates -737. That's what we got on the Z. So this will be our junction. I'll make that real visible. Ooh, Blackstone is kind of nice. Hope that's real and not just more remnants. Okay, now that can go away. And I don't think we need the gravel, and we certainly don't need all this netherrack. Okay, let's go clean again. Unfortunately, to make extra carrying space, I put the other slightly worn Silk Touch pick away, and that's kind of what we're working on here. You know, it'd be nice to just run another strip all the way back, but I do think my pick is getting a little low for all that. We don't want to be just careless. But this is the deal, and I think we will do some of this. Okay, we don't need the info anymore. We've reached our turn. It's just Netherrack. So we'll get stuff that we can ultimately use to help repair this pick when we get back. Again. Now, a lot of times I'll just, oh man, a lot of times I'll just put a block right where I don't need it at all. I was going to say, a lot of times I'll just, you know, kind of like cover the area I'm in and leave the rest of it out to get the right block. Wasted so much of that quartz. Get that out of here. That was our previous trash pit. Can use it again. Perhaps. It's like it tripped over my shoelace as I was going for the mighty leap over the lava. Yeah. So I'll clear these sides. We know we're going to need to. And I would just as soon not have another suffocation incident. There's some good XP. It's just amazing how quick that netherrack stacks up, though. Well, and we don't forget about these. I think I got another couple of sections of that where I just ran through it. Okay, now while we're getting back, I'm going to sip some coffee while we're running. Was more accurately a gulp of coffee. Like a Maltese. Oh. How are you not even a deal? Okay, now we can switch those two. We can pick up those. Oh man! Holy smokes. Come on, run! Or like 4 of them. So one of the things that's happening that I'm not really giving justice to, but I probably should be, is they're getting aggroed off me, effectively stealing from my own chests. It doesn't matter that it's you placed it or anything else. Any chest that you open and go into, they will take offense and come after you for it. So. And I don't know that we're going to really be doing a lot more shulker boxing right here, but yeah, every little bit we can put them out before they start raining down on our heads is good stuff. And how that ended up just being one, I still don't know. I don't know what happened. There were like 3 at one point, at least I thought so. They saw what I did to the other guy and ran. So I think I still am. I think eventually we want to get back to the, let's check the time again too. 44. I would like to get back to the base, but maybe if we can run up another side here as we go, kind of top off our shulkers that we have, run a load back when it's empty, then reset the gear. We may do that at the beginning of the episode. If we can, we can just kind of gather our way all the way back along here. Be a good extra few minutes of productivity here. Let's make use. Not too much there. So inclined, these aren't going to get blown up too much, so they're right there. Eventually we'll set all this into our ice. So what you got on the bottom isn't going to be real visible. That's why the plain cobble works really well out here. Being both blast resistant and something I don't really want to use for anything else. Did we really go through all this stuff on the way out here? Here I thought we'd like prepared, we'd taken care of gravel. That was right there. Ooh, scary noises. Very windy in this particular underground section. It sounds like the spirit winds. Alright. Now how are we doing on time? 48. If it's 48, why wouldn't we go back the other way, right? It'd just be silly not to if I can get to a stupid lava pit. Go. Alright. Quick run. We can get this part all widened out. Obviously, more top trimming to do eventually, but that's what I really don't want to have to do. And we will have to do more of it, but it'd be really nice not to know coming back in that we've got a whole bunch more of this magma junk to do in the next episode. We'll have to... We're heading back to base temporarily. We're going to do a return. We're going to empty the shulkers from the bastions that we've visited. We're going to... Did I leave that hole there? Probably did. Let's just make sure I don't fall in. Get a bit more repair XP. Half a second, I thought that was going to be lava, and again, not as much a concern just for safety, but the eating up of the quartz when you're trying to clean it up is a pain. Thought we were done with you. Is that a different one? Gravel and the magma blocks. It's a tough world. There, let's go back and get these while we're thinking about it. Lots of running. Getting a good leg workout in. Probably. Oh. Now we'll stop. Are ya? Remember when we set that up? Save us time. See how nice. Didn't do this one though. And we're close. Alright. Pig somewhere. Yeah, we'll leave that gold. We're close. Hey, alright. Now, snack check 53. That's, I think, gonna do it for us for this episode. I'm gonna turn this around. All inclusive. Oh, did you hear that yawn? That was stretching. So good. So I'm gonna take a little break, kind of get up, get moving around a little bit, and stick my head outside because it's pretty nice, and it may get stormy here a little bit later today. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, if you did, please leave a like or drop a comment in there. Let me know what you did like. If you didn't like it, let me know what you think should be done differently or better. So, I'll look forward to those. Do appreciate you guys dropping in. Hope the content continues to be enjoyable. Creeping up on like episode 65, so we're doing pretty well in this world, considering I think our longest other one was like 15. We've kind of changed it and are now very well established, and I'm glad to have you guys along for the ride, and hope you're enjoying it. Again, we've got probably, depending on what we run into, one or two more episodes just of tunneling to try to get there. And as we go back at the beginning of the next one, we'll probably use the opportunity to run another string of cobble so that we have a double wide path on some of those single stretches. So lots more to do, but I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Do take a break yourself if you're watching a lot of different content or playing games. Get up, move the body around a little bit. It'll thank you. And hey, spend a little bit of time outdoors. I bet there's something cool out there to see. As always, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much, and I'll get the slide up this time instead of just dropping off. But I think that's about as far as we're going to go. So see you next time. Bye.